Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the show, brought to you by the Long Beach Post, your home for the top Long Beach sports stories.
We are the 562.org. I am JJ, he is Mike, and this week on the show, we're previewing the winter playoffs.
That's right, we're going to be very busy for the next week. We've got boys and girls basketball, boys and girls soccer, girls water polo, as well as wrestling individuals all kicking off this week. And it's going to start for us, really, the big-time stuff Wednesday night. We've got a lot of basketball games we're really excited about.
Less than a week after they played each other for the Moore League boys basketball title, Long Beach Poly and Milliken are both in action at home tonight to kick off the postseason.
The two best players in the Moore League this year, Peyton Watson leading the Jackrabbits. They'll be hosting Crossroads. And then
they certainly won't be lonely.
No, and then Rob Diaz and Milliken hosting Peninsula, both winnable games for the local teams. Compton will be on the road at Santa Monica, a longtime foe of Compton's in the Division II AA playoffs. And then Lakewood's traveling to Tustin earlier in the week. You can find coverage of that at the 562. But we've also got an open division team in the St. Anthony boys.
We can't actually put into words how much this St. Anthony boys basketball program has improved under Alan Cavanis, other than to know that they have climbed all the divisions and they're in the Open this year.
Yeah, I think they were Division 4 when he took them over, and they're not only in the Open, but they're seeded number 5. So they've risen to the ranks of the top 5 teams in Southern California, a huge accomplishment. But as always, you get to the Open Division, the reward is a lot of really tough basketball games. They have a pool format, so they're guaranteed 3 games. They'll be at Etiwanda on Friday. Next Tuesday, they'll be at Sierra Canyon. And then on Friday next week, they'll be hosting St. John Bosco in probably what we're already going to peg up as the most exciting playoff game on the basketball side. We can't wait for that one.
Local girls soccer will kick off on Thursday. Milliken, Wilson, and Long Beach Poly all in the top flight Division I for the CIF Southern section. The Milliken Rams going to play a little old school ball against J. Sarah. This is a rematch from last year where the Rams nearly knocked off top team J. Sarah. Because they came to Milliken, they had to mud it up on the natural field. Well, Milliken going to be hosting them on campus at 3 p.m. on Thursday. Again, really the end of an era as all these Moore League teams are getting turf. Milliken currently getting some. So this might be the last time we see a Moore League soccer team go into a wrestling match with a local OC team.
Brings a tear to our eye. We absolutely love those physical, old-school Moore League matches. Another sport that's playing that old-school brand of Long Beach ball, girls basketball, we've got 3 teams with a shot to make a really deep run. The Long Beach Poly girls are number 4 in the Open Division. They will be at home against Rosary on Saturday, at home on Wednesday against Corona Centennial, and then they will travel to Windward next Saturday, likely for the Pool B Championship and a shot at the CIF Championship Open Division game. But not to be outdone, Milliken, number 4 in Division II AA, very good chance to make a run there. And then Wilson, number 1 in Division 3A, a really good chance at a deep run from the Bruins, which has us very excited.
All of those teams have had big games this season where they're battle tested, so they definitely have what it takes to win in the playoffs and get a little run going. We also know that the local Long Beach boys soccer teams are battle tested after a crazy Moore League season that left Long Beach Poly standing atop for the first time in 15 years. The Jackrabbits are in Division II, going to host Redondo Union on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Redondo Union, a hot team that's been averaging almost 3 goals a game. Milliken also at home on Wednesday night here in local boys soccer, going to be hosting Downey at Veterans Memorial Stadium at 7 p.m. Downey also very hot, coming out of that very good San Gabriel Valley League. Cabrillo going to be in Division I as well. They're at J. Sierra, a tough draw for the Jaguars. And then Jordan down in Division II, going to be playing the team that beat Cabrillo in the Division II championship last year, and that's Arlington. St. Anthony also going to be at home at Clark Field, hosting Milken Community.
We move to girls water polo, where basically everyone's on the road. Wilson is going to be at Harvard Westlake. Long Beach Poly, also a long trip to Riverside to ML King, the top seed in their division. For coverage of those games, check out the 562.org.
We've also got to mention Moore League boys wrestling. What an exciting individual finals for the Milliken Rams. It really was Milliken versus everybody at Lakewood High School last weekend, where the Rams had a representative in all 14 matches and then won 11 of them. Leading the way was coach's son, junior Trevor Thompson, who won his 3rd straight league title with a quick pin at 126. And like I said, 10 other Rams were crowned winners. But I got to shout out Wilson's Andrew Rendon at 132, who repeated as a champion, but it didn't look like he would. He was trailing for the entire match, and then a quick reversal and a near fall at the end of the match gives him a slight advantage that he's able to hold on to. Brett Dogowitz, his Wilson Bruins teammate, also repeated as champion at 195 pounds, as did Lakewood's Jetro Preciado. The CIF Southern Section Individual will be this weekend on the 14th and 15th, and we'll have all those results at the website.
Before we wrap up the show, we're introducing a new segment, the Play of the Week. This is going to be the top clip from across all the sports we're covering, and this week there's no doubt it was Peyton Watson's thunderous exclamation point on Poly's Moore League Championship win over Milliken last week. As you can see, Peyton and the rest of the team got pretty fired up about that one. And hey, we're fired up too. It's our first Play of the Week.
Videos, photos, recaps, previews, everything you want from the local high school winter sports season is coming at you at the562.org. And make sure you come back to Long Beach Post next week for more of the show.